In a realm where every notification can elevate our stress levels, and where turmoil appears to be just a news alert away, there exists a timeless philosophy that not only promises to comfort, but also to empower: Stoicism. This philosophical school, which has been around for more than 2,000 years, is not solely concerned with enduring difficulties. It's about converting every obstacle into a chance for personal development and calmness. Today, we will delve deeply into the essence of Stoicism, examining how this ancient knowledge can serve as a stabilizing force in our turbulent contemporary lives. Whether you are facing everyday annoyances or life-changing challenges, Stoicism provides more than mere coping strategies. It offers a route to a more resilient and meaningful existence. Stay with us as we explore 10 impactful Stoic principles that can assist you in maintaining tranquility, overcoming challenges, and living with purpose and serenity. If you value the insights and narratives we present here, the simplest free action you can take for us is to click the subscribe button. Please remain with us throughout the video to absorb all the wisdom that Stoicism has to offer. Let's begin. Perceive obstacles as opportunities. When life throws an unexpected challenge your way, it's tempting to view it as a hindrance or even a barrier. However, what if that obstacle is not a blockade but rather a stepping stone? This is where Stoicism excels, reversing conventional thinking by encouraging us to see obstacles as opportunities. Imagine encountering a problem in a project that seems to set your goals back. Instead of feeling frustrated, pause for a moment and think about what this challenge could teach you. Perhaps it's about building resilience, learning a new skill, or maybe it prompts you to consider alternatives that you wouldn't have thought of otherwise. Each challenge holds the potential to broaden your abilities and lead you down uncharted paths that might result in unexpected triumphs. It's not about being naively optimistic. It's about adopting a more strategic mindset toward problem solving. When you start to treat obstacles as chances for growth, you transition from a reactive stance to a proactive one. You're not just fixing what broke. You're creating a new path that could yield even better outcomes. This mindset applies not only to personal growth, but is also transformational in professional settings where innovation frequently arises from overcoming obstacles. So, the next time you encounter a setback, take a moment to contemplate what this situation signifies beyond immediate stress or complications. Ask yourself how this obstacle can be redefined to propel you forward. What appears to be a stumbling block might just be the spark you need to drive personal growth and accomplishment. Adopting this Stoic perspective not only aids in navigating life's ups and downs, but also enriches your journey with ongoing learning and development. Avoid suffering from imagined problems. It's inherent in human nature to fret, to create scenarios in our minds, especially concerning things that could go awry. However, here's a piece of Stoic wisdom. A significant portion of our suffering is self-inflicted, stemming from the imaginary troubles we invent in our thoughts. Consider this. How often have you lost sleep over an upcoming meeting that hasn't even taken place yet, or dreaded a conversation that may never happen? Stoicism encourages us to differentiate between genuine and perceived threats, reminding us that we expend a considerable amount of energy worrying about things that are not only out of our control, but may never materialize. The essential point here is not to outright dismiss our worries, but to evaluate them critically. Is there substantial evidence indicating disaster? Or are we merely exaggerating based on previous experiences or ingrained fears? By training ourselves to concentrate on the present and address concerns if and when they become real, we can significantly reduce unnecessary stress. This doesn't imply ignoring potential outcomes. It means not allowing hypotheticals to dictate your emotional state. When you find yourself spiraling into a whirlwind of what-ifs, take a step back, ground yourself in the present, and ask what is truly happening, not just in your mind, but in reality. This shift not only saves your mental energy, it empowers you to direct it toward more constructive endeavors, such as addressing actual problems as they arise, rather than wasting it on the phantoms of issues that may never come to pass. Embracing this element of Stoicism can drastically change how you engage with the world, transitioning you from a constant state of anxiety to one of proactive, focused action, where you manage real situations with elegance and efficiency. Acknowledge the transient nature of life. Everything we experience, from our highest joys to our deepest sorrows, is temporary. Recognizing that nothing lasts forever can be initially daunting. However, it is also immensely liberating. It signifies that no matter what circumstances you are currently facing, be it a period of great achievement or a phase filled with significant struggles, it will evolve. Reflect on the last time you encountered a major shift. Perhaps it was relocating to a new city, switching careers, or even adjusting to life's slower pace as you age. Each of these transitions embodies the concept of impermanence. By accepting that change is a given, you can approach life with a more open and adaptable mindset. This perspective not only aids in managing stress, but also fosters personal growth. When you understand that change is not just a possibility, but a certainty, you begin to view each transition in your life not as a threat, but as an opportunity to learn and adapt. This idea also encourages us to appreciate the present moment more profoundly. Acknowledging that the current situation, be it positive or negative, won't persist indefinitely inspires us to live more fully in the present. Consider the splendor of a sunset, the joy of a friend's laughter, or the challenge of a new workout. If we realize that these moments are fleeting, we are more inclined to cherish them and to be completely present, rather than distracted by past regrets or future anxieties. Embracing the idea of impermanence also involves relinquishing our attachment to how things ought to be. It enables us to celebrate life's highs and manage its lows with composed acceptance, knowing that this too shall pass. This Stoic principle not only equips us to cope with the inevitable changes in life, but empowers us to navigate them gracefully, making the most of each moment as it unfolds. Cultivate the skill of detachment. This is an essential strategy for preserving your peace in a world that often seems to pull you in countless directions. When we speak of detachment, we don't mean becoming devoid of emotions or isolating ourselves from the world. It's about developing a healthy distance between yourself and the elements that can disturb your peace of mind. Detachment requires recognizing what is within our control and letting go of our attachment to what is not. For instance, you can manage your effort and attitude, but the outcome is not always under your control. Whether it's a job application, a medical examination, or even a friend's behavior, there are results that lie beyond our direct influence. By detaching from these outcomes, we protect our inner calm from being overly tied to variables outside our control. Consider how liberating this realization can be. Instead of getting frustrated over a delayed flight, you might choose to spend that time reading, meditating, or engaging in an interesting conversation. By practicing detachment, you shift your focus from the events surrounding you to how you decide to respond to them. This change not only alleviates stress, but also enhances your sense of agency and satisfaction. Practicing detachment also means accepting that change is the only constant. People evolve, circumstances shift, and holding too tightly to a fixed idea of how things should be can lead to disappointment. By learning to release these expectations, we can better appreciate what is, rather than lamenting what isn't. This doesn't imply that we don't care. Rather, it indicates that we are adaptable, resilient, and ready to find joy and opportunities in whatever situations we encounter. Mastering the art of detachment enables us to live more intentionally. It allows us to engage with the world, our loved ones, and our passions in a manner that aligns with our values without being swayed by every fleeting storm. It's about discovering freedom in allowing events to unfold rather than forcing them, and in doing so, uncovering a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. Engage in daily reflection. This practice isn't about getting lost in overthinking or ruminating on the past. It's about dedicating a constructive moment each day to review your experiences, decisions, and interactions. It's akin to having an honest conversation with yourself about what went well and what may need improvement. Consider the benefits of concluding your day with a quiet moment of introspection. You could sit down with a journal and a pen in hand, or simply contemplate as you prepare for sleep. Reflect on the interactions you experienced. Were they consistent with your values? Evaluate the decisions you made. Did they bring you closer to your aspirations? This practice transcends mere self-improvement. It fosters self-awareness. It enables you to identify patterns in your behavior that might hinder or propel you forward. Daily reflection also provides an opportunity to acknowledge your achievements, no matter how minor they may seem. Did you navigate a stressful situation with poise? Did you make headway on a project? Recognizing these victories is vital, as it reinforces positive behaviors and bolsters confidence. Conversely, by pinpointing areas where you fell short, you create a foundation for future growth without harsh self-criticism. This daily habit promotes a mindset of continuous enhancement and helps maintain your emotional well-being. Instead of allowing feelings and reactions to fester unchecked, reflection aids you in processing and understanding them. It's about deriving lessons from each day, not just existing through it. By consistently engaging in this practice, you develop a feedback loop that nurtures a life of intention and insight. So why not integrate daily reflection into your routine? It doesn't have to consume much time. Just a few minutes each evening can significantly influence how you perceive yourself and your interactions with the world. As you incorporate this practice into your life, you'll likely find that it not only boosts your self-awareness, but also enriches your journey towards a more mindful and stoic existence. Foster inner tranquility. Attaining inner peace does not entail eliminating all stress or conflict from your life. Rather, it's about cultivating a core of calm within yourself that external factors cannot easily disturb. Think about the eye of a storm. No matter how tumultuous the winds may be, the center remains serene. You can nurture this kind of peace within your life by first acknowledging that while you may not control every aspect of your surroundings, you do possess control over your reactions. It starts with simple daily practices such as mindfulness or deep breathing exercises. These techniques help you preserve your composure in the face of life's inevitable highs and lows. Another essential component is carving out time for activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Whether it's reading, gardening, or simply taking a peaceful walk, these activities are not merely leisure pursuits. They are critical elements of cultivating a peaceful inner life. By consistently engaging in these practices, you reinforce your ability to return to a state of tranquility, even when external situations become challenging. Furthermore, embracing Stoic principles like focusing on the present and accepting things as they come can greatly enhance your capacity to maintain inner peace. Instead of fixating on the future or dwelling on the past, Stoicism encourages us to live in the now, to savor the moment without overanalyzing what it might lead to or what has already transpired. In addition to these practices, it's crucial to create a supportive social environment. Surround yourself with individuals who promote your peaceful mindset and steer clear of those who generate chaos. Relationships should enhance your tranquility, not detract from it. Cultivating inner peace is an ongoing journey. It requires dedication and consistency. However, the rewards are substantial. As you build your inner reserves of peace, you'll discover that you are not only better prepared to face the challenges of daily life, but also more engaged and present in the joy of living. This peaceful approach not only improves your own well-being, it creates a ripple effect, enhancing the tranquility of those around you. Build resilience through difficulties. This principle is about discovering strength not in spite of challenges, but because of them. Reflect on the last time you encountered a significant challenge. Perhaps it was a work-related setback, a personal loss, or even a global crisis like a pandemic. These experiences are undeniably tough, but they also present profound opportunities to cultivate resilience. Resilience isn't an innate trait. It's something you develop by persevering when faced with adversity, by adapting to hardships and learning from them. Every challenge you confront tests your ability to recover, but more importantly, it expands your capacity to endure and thrive in future circumstances. This process of overcoming difficulties and emerging stronger lies at the core of Stoic philosophy. Consider this: each time you encounter adversity, you have a choice. You can allow the difficulty to overwhelm you, or you can confront it directly, analyze what you can learn, and use that insight to enhance your life and approach. It's about adopting a mindset that asks, "What can this experience teach me?" rather than, "Why is this happening to me?" Resilience also entails maintaining your inner calm and composure during tough times. It's about refusing to let external chaos disrupt your internal peace. This Stoic mindset involves accepting what you cannot change and focusing your energy on what you can control, namely your reactions and your attitude. Additionally, developing resilience means embracing support from others. While Stoicism emphasizes personal virtue and strength, it also recognizes the value of community and shared wisdom. Learning from those who have faced similar challenges or simply receiving encouragement can significantly enhance your ability to persevere. Building resilience is an ongoing journey. Every hardship you face adds another chapter to your life's narrative, enriching your character. Over time, you will not only cultivate a stronger self, but also gain a deeper sense of understanding and compassion for others who are battling their own challenges. Resilience forged in the crucible of adversity equips you not only with the endurance to withstand difficulties, but also with the wisdom to lead a more fulfilling and stoic life. Avoid creating your own distress. This serves as a Stoic reminder to concentrate on how much of our distress is self-inflicted, arising from our reactions to situations rather than the situations themselves. We frequently allow minor annoyances or disruptions to escalate into significant sources of stress, overlooking the fact that we possess the power to respond differently. Think about the last time something relatively trivial went awry. Perhaps you spilled coffee on your shirt or encountered worse traffic than usual. These situations are not enjoyable, yet the degree to which they upset us can often be out of proportion to the events themselves. Stoicism teaches us that it's not the spilled coffee or the traffic that constitutes the real problem. It's how we react to these incidents that defines our emotional state. To begin altering this dynamic, first recognize when you are granting too much emotional weight to insignificant matters. Awareness is the initial step toward change. When you sense yourself becoming upset, pause and ask, "Is this truly worth my peace?" More often than not, you will realize that it isn't. This pause is vital. It provides you with the space to select a more composed response. Implementing this Stoic practice requires changing habitual responses, which necessitates patience and persistence. Start by identifying common triggers in your daily life. Once you are aware of these triggers, you can prepare yourself to confront them calmly. Over time, as you consistently apply this awareness and choose not to create your own distress, you will discover that many things that once troubled you no longer have the same impact. Furthermore, this principle encourages us to step back and consider the broader perspective. In the grand scheme of life, how significant are these annoyances? This viewpoint is incredibly liberating. It allows us to release minor grievances and focus our energy on more important, fulfilling aspects of life, such as connecting with loved ones, pursuing our aspirations, and contributing to our communities. By practicing the avoidance of self-created distress, you cultivate a quieter and more resilient mind. This Stoic habit not only enhances your daily well-being, but also strengthens your relationships, as you become less reactive and more considered in your interactions. Ultimately, this approach fosters a more content and harmonious life, aligned with the Stoic ideal of living according to reason and virtue. Concentrate on the process, not just the outcome. This principle emphasizes the importance of focusing more on the journey and less on the end result. This shift is particularly powerful because while we cannot always dictate outcomes, we can control our actions, ethics, and diligence. For example, think about a goal you are striving toward. It could be advancing in your career, improving your health, or nurturing better relationships. Instead of fixating on achieving a particular promotion, a specific weight goal, or an ideal relationship status, redirect your attention to how you are working toward these objectives. Are you developing the essential skills for your job? Are you eating healthily and exercising regularly? Are you being present and compassionate in your interactions? This Stoic approach encourages us to live with greater mindfulness and integrity. It teaches us to value the journey, not just the destination. By focusing on the process, you become more engaged with the present moment, dedicating yourself fully to the task at hand. This not only increases your chances of success, but also makes the experience more enjoyable and meaningful, regardless of the outcome. Additionally, when you prioritize the process, you develop character. You become someone defined not only by what you achieve, but by how you conduct yourself in the world. This character development is important because it remains with you through life's ups and downs. While specific goals may evolve, the virtues you cultivate, such as perseverance, integrity, and resilience, endure. Moreover, this emphasis helps reduce disappointment when outcomes do not unfold as anticipated. You can still take pride in how you conducted yourself, the effort you invested, and the growth you experienced along the way. This perspective can be exceptionally liberating, alleviating anxiety regarding the future and regrets about the past. So, the next time you set a goal, try to maintain your focus on the process. Gauge your progress by the consistency of your efforts, the advancement of your skills, and the integrity of your actions. This shift not only aligns with Stoic philosophy, but also leads to a more fulfilling and principled life, ensuring that whatever you pursue, you do so with excellence and virtue. Value rationality over emotions. This principle advocates for making decisions and responding to situations based on reasoned thought rather than impulsive feelings. This does not imply that you should ignore your emotions. Emotions are a vital aspect of the human experience. However, it emphasizes the importance of not allowing these feelings to dictate your actions without careful consideration. For instance, We have all encountered moments when anger, frustration, or disappointment threatened to take over our better judgment. Perhaps someone cut you off in traffic, or a colleague made a dismissive remark. The instinctual response might be to react angrily or defensively. However, by prioritizing rationality, you can take a step back and evaluate the situation more objectively. Ask yourself, what do I hope to achieve by responding in anger? Is there a more constructive approach that might lead to a better outcome? This moment of reflection allows you to manage your responses in a way that aligns with your long-term goals and values, instead of just offering short-term emotional relief. Embracing this approach can significantly improve your personal and professional relationships, leading to more thoughtful and respectful interactions where issues are addressed based on their merits rather than emotional reactions. This can aid in de-escalating conflicts and fostering a more collaborative atmosphere. Furthermore, prioritizing rationality contributes to stress management. It minimizes instances where you may later regret actions taken in the heat of the moment. By responding rationally, you maintain control over your life narrative, making decisions you can confidently stand behind, knowing they were made with clarity and foresight. Cultivating this practice takes time. It requires continuous self-awareness and self-regulation. Techniques such as mindfulness and meditation can be particularly effective, as they teach you to observe your thoughts and feelings without immediately acting on them. Over time, you'll find that you can engage with your emotions in a way that acknowledges their significance without allowing them to dictate your decisions. So, the next time you find yourself in a tense situation, remember that you possess the power to choose rationality over reactivity. This choice not only provides immediate benefits, such as reduced conflict and increased clarity, but also fortifies your character over time. By consistently applying rational thinking, you are not only solving problems more effectively, you are also nurturing a more disciplined, thoughtful, and resilient self. Thank you for being with us today and embracing the teachings of Stoicism here at Visha Stoic. Remember, each step you take in mastering these principles is a step toward a more serene and resilient existence. Don't forget to check out our suggested videos on the screen to continue your journey in Stoic wisdom. Your participation and engagement in our community are greatly valued. Keep striving, keep evolving, and let's walk this path of Stoic enlightenment together.